Good day, welcome to BNC Africa News Feed. I'm Thandeka Kosa and your headlines are as follows. Statistics show drop in youth unemployment. 2 boys die after consuming food from dumping site. SASSA clears a 350 Rand COVID-19 SRD grant proceedings backlog. And youngest age group approved for PFIZER and MODERNA vaccines in US. In other news, this is after 2 boys allegedly consumed poisoned food from a local dumping site. Police spokesperson Sergeant Thandeka reports that police were summoned to a scene at 11:30 a.m. on Wednesday. It is reported that on arrival at the scene, police found 2 lifeless bodies laying in the streets. It is reported that the 2 boys decided to play next to a dumping site nearby and consumed an unknown substance from the rubbish dump. Soon after returning from the dumping site, they started complaining of being tired and hungry. Shortly thereafter, the boys complained of stomach aches. Mangambela reports that the boys both fell on the ground and a white foam started forming from their mouths. It is further reported that both boys succumbed on the scene and were declared dead by EMS services. It is not known what the boys consumed. It is concluded that a search in the area where they were allegedly playing yielded no result. According to their sister, they told her that they picked up some bread which they ate as they were hungry. Mangambela reports that SAPS is advising parents and guardians to take extra cautions as school holidays are approaching. Children should be warned against eating from rubbish dumps. The community is also encouraged to discard of rat poison and poisoned food wisely. Following that, the South African Social Security Agency, or SASSA for short, has paid about 750,000 claims, with more expected soon. This follows months of appeals, verification and reconsideration processes pertaining to the 350 Rand COVID-19 Social Relief of Distress Grant, or SRD for short, applications. The payments have been progressive in clearing the backlog due to the reconsideration appeals between August and November 2021. The SRD grant was extended for 12 months in February, but in a statement, SASSA said before the extension could be implemented, the legislative framework had to be changed given the uplifting of the COVID-19 national state of disaster. The agency added that the conditions addressed concerns of staying within a 44 billion Rand budget without excluding those in need. It is reported that to achieve this, they implemented a means test not only for appeals but for all applicants up front. This requires SASSAs to implement a similar process for checking income in people's bank accounts. This was previously only done for those who have appealed. They now have implemented this for all the COVID-19 SRD grant applications up front. SASSA said that this required an extensive procedure and a systems development process, including partnering with some of the main banks in South Africa. The assessments for the new applications have also begun, the agency noted. And lastly, the agency authorized MODERNA's 2-dose vaccine for children aged 6 months to 5 years and 3 doses of PFIZER shots for those between 6 months and 4 years old. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration granted emergency authorization Friday for the use of the PFIZER and MODERNA COVID-19 vaccines in the youngest children, final age group awaiting immunization in most countries. Food and Drug Administration Chief Robert Clifford said in a statement that many parents, caregivers and clinicians have waited for a vaccine for younger children, and this action will help protect those 6 years, months and down. They expect that the vaccines for younger children will provide protection from the most severe outcomes of COVID-19, such as hospitalization and death. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC for short, must now also recommend the vaccines before they put them into use. A final green light that will be given after a meeting of an advisory committee of experts that is expected to be held shortly. But the US government has said that as soon as the FDA decision is made, 10 million doses can immediately be sent across the country, followed by millions more in subsequent weeks. There are some 20 million children aged 4 years and under in the United States. From BNC African News Feed, I'm Thandeka Kosa. My time is up and I thank you for yours. Do remember to listen to our podcast on Spotify for daily news updates with Prosperity Kosa.